Good day, welcome to Revit 2023 from Nice Design. In this tutorial, I want to teach on how to create title block. So where you can put your own personalized title block, not the one that Revit has or anything. So how do you do that? It's a family that you are going to create. So we have a lot of families around here, but that's one you want to create new one. So click on new family. Do not click on model, a family. So as you click on family, it will take you to family template. That's if you have it. If you do not have it, you can check by clicking here and search for it under Revit 2023. Whenever you install it, all this family is supposed to be there. So you click on English. On the English, you see title block. So you put on title block. So now you choose the kind of paper size you want. A0, the largest format, A1, second to A2, very big one, and this one is normal one that is common that we used to do because of the size of drawing we used to do, except we want to do a large scale drawing that we used to use all these big ones. So the one we normally use is A3 size. So you click on this, and you say open. So it load as a plain paper, no any editing, no any graph surface, nothing on it. So the moment it comes up, it loads for you. What you just need to do is start editing one after the other. So those are the things we are going to dwell on and analyze as a professional. So now, the moment this one comes up, you see that so much of those, like what you are seeing there before, architecture, annotate, all those things disappears, because this is just family template. It's the title block. It has already come with its own personal recognition, what is it called, annotate value. Now when you want to create, so many things are here. So the lines, which are all this one you've drawn, these are the lines. The dimension are here too, so that you allow you to know what you are doing, the size and every other thing that is applicable. So reason why when you click on create, the lines are there so that you'll be able to demarcate further, so that you express yourself the way you want it to. Let us start practicing something. So you click on line. So you look at the size of what you are doing. Okay, let's say from here I just want to use 50 centimeter. You know the size of A3 paper. If you don't know it, just measure it here and see that, okay, is it okay? And you go to the standard part. Like, you can Google and search for what is the size of A3 paper. That will enable you to know what you are doing. So we've done with this. So I'm going to create more demarcation, like clicking on this, say line. Good. I want to divide it into 3. Good. So this size, I'm going to put my client name and address and everything here. At this point, I'm going to put maybe company logo or whatsoever that needs to be there, company address. And at this part, I'm going to just write a paper and whatsoever the paper is entails. So I'm starting by still drawing the more lines by clicking lines. So I click lines. So what I need to do, I click on modify. I want to select this rectangle, then offset this one by -2. So I want to have double lines. Good. All these are just graphics activities. Good. So I have double lines in that aspect. So I want to divide this place into like this one. Oh, sorry. Let me change it back to 0. I have my accurate line where I want to snap it. Good. So like this one, I'm dividing it to 2. I'm going to divide this one to 2. So why I'm checking this one is that I'm going to use one for check for the name of the drawer, the name of the paper, the paper number, and again the paper name. So now here I will do the same thing by clicking create line. So one will be for the client name, the second one will be for project address, file name or project name and address. So this one will be for address of what? Of the what is it called? The company logo or company address. So I want to focus on it one after the other. So now what will you do? How will you add those annotate like those letter into it, and what would they give you? So you go to create. There are two. Normal text will always be permanent without editing, nothing. Like the name of the company logo and company name I want to write now, use normal text to do that. So click it here and say multi-nest design. Good. So you can decide to change this one to capital letter. So here I have this one, so I can edit the type by change the whatsoever. I just see that okay, it's not, use this particular one and see how far. Good. So you decide to change it and say click on bold. Okay, so that's smartness for you. So if you want to write your address and every other thing, you can still go ahead and create more of this text. So you just write address whatsoever that you have there, number 13. Obasanjo Way. So Abuja. Great. So like that. So you can decide to change this letter by clicking this and say duplicate. Good. Then you change this form. Let's say technique. Okay. And I'm changing the size to smaller one, like say I'm choosing 4. Good. So can you see? So this one is going to be permanent. There's no any editing, nothing to do for that. Now you can do the same thing here by clicking. There's so many other things to do, but now let us go and be changing this so that you affect and reflect in what. So now we use label. The function of label is that it allows you to select individual and be bringing them to this place. Now like this place, I want to use the name of the whatsoever that we are paying, because by the time I am editing here, I don't need to be coming to this title block again to come and do editing. So click here and you say approved by. What I want to use first is the project sheet name. Yes, I want to use sheet name. Then you click on this, it will be here. Say okay, don't use two together. Are you getting what I'm saying? Use one after the other. So sheet name, press escape on your keyboard, then adjust this, then come here. You can change it the same way. Like say okay, let me use techniques again. Then I'm changing this size to 5. So you get, so first duplicate that to 83. It will be good for you. Good. The size has it's changed. So the next thing is that you click on this one again, say label. You click here. I want to use the sheet number. So click here, say sheet number, and here load. No. Click on this one. Sheet number. Don't let them join together. You will always remove that sheet number. So leave this sheet number like that. Let them use the same label or the same whatsoever that you need. Okay, they are okay with. Again, I want to use the person that draw it. So you click here again. Say create label. Click here and say The next person is drawn by. Okay, draw by. You bring the name here, so that this one snaps here. You can adjust it, so you'll be able to change the name and whatsoever you choose. Anytime you edit them, it will be reflect totally. Now want to put address, text, and say here client name. Client's name, put it there. Good. You can change this, duplicate it, then change it here. If you don't want this one, you can say time Roman, increase the size to like 7. Okay, that's client name. Then project title, click create again, click here. So project name, this is proposed, something like that, so you put it there. Project name, project address, put it there. Good. Escape, adjust this, put it up. Then the next one is project address, the label, project address, so put it there, say okay. What happened? Good. So these are the things you need. You can change the size of this again because it's going to be smaller. Just duplicate it and say like 3. Good. So this one has already, you don't need to edit anything here. By the time you go back to where you want to use them. So now if you want to load, it will tell you that there's no project that's involved. So now let me bring one external line to this. I say okay, click and increase this to 2. So leave this like that. So now all we just need to do is to open a new project, existing one. Let's use this particular our design, the 2-bedroom that I am using to create YouTube follow. Load. Do not bother much about that. So now what we need to do most is that we need to ignore. We need to go back. This did not have title yet, so you need to click and say save. It's asking you question. Where do you want to save it? How do you want to save it? So you are the one that know where you want to save your project. If you want to save it along with those one, you can want to save it separately. So you just save it anything you want to do. Just call it say multi-nest title block. Say okay. So that is the name for that. Multi-nest title block is the name for it. So now you can now click say load into project. It will load into this place. It's already being loaded here. So when you click here and say new sheet, can you see that is multi-nest title block, that particular what's it called that you have created. So when you click OK, is going to come to this place. So you can change, in fact change the one you have done here by clicking this one and change it from here to Martinez title block. It will automatically change. Can you see? Now it's giving you the name, the owner, the project, and whatsoever. So anything you edit here is automatically change to another what's it called here. So let us test it and see what I'm talking about. You know, when you have this one, this one is different from this the roof plan. Are you getting it? Then you have this one. So I want to change these two and see what we have done here. The owner now is that click the parameter and change the owner's name. The owner name is Dr. Control, or let's say cap lock, Dr. Bayo. That is the name of the owner. So Dr. Bayo. The project name is a 2-bedroom. Good. The address. So the address, we're going to tell you that it's a Egbemunde Street, Lagos. Good. Say okay. Can you see everything changed? So here now, because these things are already been saved, front elevation, it automatically change the front elevation here. The author, you click on it and you change the author one by one. You say the author is Martinez. Good. So we are using the number 3 of the sheets, so it's already automatic. This one is number 4. So anyone you create now, click another one, say new. Using the same thing. If you appear in this project, it's going to maintain the same format that we are using. So the reason why it's our name is that we don't know what we brought, we will bring here again. So like this place, we can decide to rename it to our own. Like, okay, we want to bring the 3D here into space. So the 3D is going to be snapped into that particular this particular sheet. Then you change, author will be changing one after the other. Can you see that everything is maintained and every area there are unanimous? You can bring scales to this place too, is going to recognize it. So that is how it works. So anything you forget to add, you can go and add them whenever you are doing what you are doing your editing. So how do you do that? You can click here now and say edit family. It will take you back to that place and you click here. So you see, I want to add the scale to this place. So now click on it and say, so go back here, go and change scale. So you click on scale, put it in there and say okay, then you bring it here. So that is the scale for you. The scale is here and it's staying. So when you load to project, say override existing fashion and what, and its parameter and follow. So that is the scale. So any drawing you bring that have scales is going to be like that. Let's check this front elevations. Can you see the scale we are using has appeared? So that is the beauty of what, of this particular personal design. So that's what I want you to know. You can design whatsoever you want to design by yourself. It's not prerequisite of anybody to be using people's templates. You can just design and create your own and have all those things in place. So front elevation is there. You can rename this one and change it, the name by yourself. You can change it from here by double clicking, and if you change it from here like that, same thing, say just click on rename, it will change. So you can rename the boat number and title. So by here you just say this one, you just say, let's just say perspective. Is it the perspective you did? No. So just leave it as. Can do the same thing here, say perspective 2. Rename it. perspective 2. Say okay. So go back here. So click here. So that is it, perspective 2. It will automatically change. So whatsoever change anything you change here, they are going to be what recognized here, and the number is going to continue changing and changing and changing. So unless we change the pattern in which the whole thing will work. So that is how you do a lot of work in your templates, and that's what I want to teach, and that is what I want you to know. You can still bring a picture profile to something like this, like let's say good, click on insert image, just say import image, go to desktop and find one of the image that you know that okay is sufficient for you to use. Just let me use this particular one, freeway, to put it here, adjust it and adjust it. So you make use of this on daily basis, and that is how you do your title block. You can zoom region. Good. So that is how you do your work every time in Word. So it's not something that is science mystery.